Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is Crochet Vision. I am so sorry I had to take a little hiatus. Things in my personal life have been a little bit crazy. My car was stolen. We're dealing with the insurance company. Grandma Terry is not doing very well. We thought she was going fully deaf. It was earwax. It was scary. It's been one thing after another. So life here has been super crazy hectic. So I'm sorry I have not had a ton of videos for you recently and the live stuff. We're going to get back into the schedule like at the end of this week. Things are going to go back to normal. So thank you so much for being patient with me while I was going through life stuff. But this video I was trying to figure out what was taking up so much space on my computer. I have a handful of videos from last year. This one was the worst craft show of the year, and boy, was it. And it had so much potential, and it was so bad. But I also just wanted to say real quick, I don't believe I got one. Premier Yarns just sent me this. It showed up at my front door. Ben found it. He went to go to the mailbox and open the front door, and this was here. And I don't believe I got one. So thank you, Premier Yarns. I am obsessed. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited. Thank you. But without further ado, your featured video. We're setting up at another craft fair the day before. My favorite thing ever.
I thought Ruthie was your favorite thing ever.
We don't have to be off grounds until 7. What time is it right now?
6.
So we have an hour to unload the car, get the tent up, tent walls, and peace out. Which is totally doable. So that's what we did. Ben is zipping us up, velcroing us in, and we will come back tomorrow morning.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
And set her all up.
With Wawa in hand.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. And there we go. Huzzah.
Huzzah to the chicken.
I asked if he needed help. He said no. That's why I'm recording.
You get all those ladies who say, how dare you not help your husband.
Yeah, I
when he's doing
know.
these things.
It's early, people.
It is very early.
But we're gonna go set up. The show starts at 9, which is early, and it's about an hour away south. So what time is it right now? I mean, we left the house at like 6.
We left the house at 6. It's 6:35. We just stopped at Wawa.
Bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning.
Pepperoni bagel melt with provolone cheese.
I don't know how you can have pepperoni this early.
It's very simple. It's tasty in my mouth.
Okay, well, bacon, egg, and cheese. We're gonna set the things up. I broke my cardinal rule last night and we stayed up way too late putting eyeballs on things. In my defense, I thought it was only 10 o'clock and it was 12:45.
She turns to me at one point and she goes, all right, so let's go get some bags and then let's get some price tags and put price tags on all these things. And I turned to her and deadpan said, I'm not putting price tags on any of these things. I'm getting bags, we're putting them in, and we're going to bed. And she's like, why are you so upset? And I'm like, it's 12:30.
I'm like, no, it's not.
And I pulled up my phone and I showed her. And she's like, oh, I thought it was like 10:30. I'm like, yeah, I know.
And at that point, I had sewed an ear on an elephant so crooked that I was like, I'm done sewing. I can't sew anymore because I was like seeing double. I was getting so tired. So I should have known. But yeah. Well, we're gonna do the thing. We eyeballed 2 full bags of stuff that I made this week, which is a lot more than I thought I had made this week. So that's good. Because when we did inventory early this week, my numbers were severely low. So we got to work this week. I am so tired. Words are not being put together right now. We're gonna sleep good tonight. The show was from 9 to 5 today. We're at a park. We have the tree. I think there's supposed to be live music, but I'm not entirely sure. There's an amphitheater there. I think one of my really good friends is the vendor next to us, which is really funny. She texted me and she's like, are you 101? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I'm 100. I was like, yeah, you were spot 100 last year. So we're doing that. And we forgot the Easy Pass in the car. We were supposed to put the Easy Pass in the car and we forgot it. The window is still taped, in case you were wondering, and you can hear it. We finished our book series. We've been listening to He Who Fights with Monsters, and we just finished book number 11. So book number 12 is not out yet, so we're restarting at book number 1 because we didn't know what else to do. We also listened to the Cradle series. That was also really good. That also had a ton of books.
That one, I think, had 13 books.
But so we're restarting He Who Fights with Monsters, and we're hoping that, I mean, the 12th book will definitely be out by the time we finish again.
Yeah, supposedly they're on chapter 92, I think, in the Patreon.
Do they get it first?
They get to read it first.
Absolutely not.
It gets released like one chapter, or like a couple chapters at a time. I don't know exactly how, but someone on Reddit a month ago said that the Patreon is up to chapter 92.
I don't read. You're lucky you got me to listen to the audiobook. You were very lucky. School ruined reading for me. With Where the Red Fern Grows in 5th grade. Oh, the sky looks really pretty. All right, well, when I have more to say and I'm stopping rambling, I'll say more to you. That's for us. We're in line. We're gonna be here a minute. It's a long line. Thank God we dropped off most of our stuff last night. We have a few more things that we wanted to bring today. So unfortunately, we still have to sit in the line to drop the stuff off. Are you having fun?
No, my back, my neck and back hurts still.
Okay. So we've got the big spinner we need to drop off and the 2 bags. And there's just some stuff back there. But I'm not hauling it from the parking lot. 'Cause the parking lot, like the vendor parking spot, is actually pretty far from where we have to go. So we're gonna sit here for a bit. We are in grass today. This is necessary. Hey Ben, how we doing today? So I put ear warmers out and we're set up and we're not selling much. What time is it?
It's like 1 o'clock.
Oh, that's a bee. This show is painful. It sucks. There's over 20 crocheters here, but they said it was juried.
I'd rather have been denied.
Same. Same. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. What time is it, Ben?
4:57.
Time to pack up. Time to pack it up. Let's go. Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the worst craft show that we did last year? So much that I didn't post the video until now. Or even edit the video footage until now.
That's hilarious.
Isn't it?
Ah.
That's how bad the show was. It's a bad show. This show was supposed to be juried, and honestly, I would have rather been it been juried and juried properly and not gotten accepted and been rejected from the show than it be juried, pay $150 for this show, and there be 20 other crocheters. And that was just what I counted, and I skipped 2 aisles when I was counting walking around. It was horrible. And I mean, sure, everybody will make their money, but it was just like, don't say that it's juried when it's not. The whole point of a jury is to be selective of who's allowed to be there. And when I spoke to the coordinator about it, he was like, oh, well, it's only juried for art. It didn't say that on the application. It said it was juried. And then I also heard that they were giving free booths to the high school kids for the community, which I'm all for helping the community. It's a community event. Like, I completely get that. But they were more crocheters than soap vendors and candle vendors. And there's normally a bunch of those at every show and they have different scents. But all of us had the same patterns. All of us had the same things. So if you're going to do that, just reject me. Don't make me pay the money and then I'm not going to make my money back, because that was my lowest amount that we made for the entire year last year. It was the worst show of the year.
I don't really have much to add. I was pretty pissed off with that event.
It was a bad event. It was a really, really bad show. And there's a distinct reason as to why it was a bad show. There isn't really much else I can say about it. It was a bad show. Our notes say there was a penguin story for us to talk about. I have no idea what the penguin story was at this event.
Me neither.
I have no idea what that means. Oh, I remember.
What was it?
The woman, her daughter passed away, and instead of Christmas ornaments, she has penguins on her tree. And it's really hard to find penguins. And she saw my penguins and she bought a penguin for her Christmas ornament that year.
Oh.
That was the penguin story. I forgot all about that. See, it's nice that we're doing these recaps 6 months later. Actually, that show was in September, so this is...
Was it?
Yes, it was. We got to hang out with friends, though, that live down south that we don't normally get to see very often, so that was really fun. But I would have rather just gone down to hang out with them and not gone down there twice because we set up the day before. And it was a lot of driving, and for it to not be juried. And also, I scoped this show out last year. I helped my friend at the show last year and saw that there were not very many crocheters, and then this year there was 20. I think last year there was 1 or 2, and we all had different patterns.
Right.
And I was like, oh, my stuff will be different still because I have different patterns than the other 2 people. And then the next year there was 20 of them.
Literally 20.
Like, I counted up and down. It was literally 20. It was terrible. It was horrible.
They charge us a jurying fee.
Yep, they charged a jury fee and the $150 fee for the event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty shitty what they did. It was, and then they had the nerve to ask for a survey. I never filled that out. I was like, done. I asked for a refund. They wouldn't give it to me. And I've never asked a show for a refund ever. I asked for a refund. They said nope. And I said, all right, fine. I'm done. Done with that. Done with that. Because that's just bad business. But anyway, if you like this video, I'm sorry it's so late. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have a whole bunch of things available at crochetvision.com. Some of the plushies even in this video are on my website right now. So those are there. Ben and I have a second channel, The Visionary Journal. We're doing a whole bunch of fun stuff there. We just went to the New York Botanical Garden to the Orchid Show, and I did a whole vlog at the Orchid Show. We had so much fun. So that is up there. And I think that that's all I have for you. Is that it?
I think so. Check us out at crochetvision.com.
Bye, guys.